Hello everyone. This video presents a notable event that happened on each day from the past week in history. On December 24th, 1818, the day Christians celebrate as Christmas Eve, the first ever performance of the carol Silent Night was presented in Oberndorf, Austria at the Church of St. Nicholas. Our nominee for the greatest Christmas carol would be O Holy Night, and you are welcome to tell us which carol you believe is the greatest. We list a few of our favorites below. Angels We Have Heard on High, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, Good King Wenceslas, Go Tell It on the Mountain, and Masters in the Hall. As a question for my students and subscribers, what is your favorite Christmas carol? Also, what is your favorite non-religious Christmas or winter holiday-related song? Please let us know in the comments section below this video. On December 25th, 336, the first documented celebration of December 25th as Christmas, celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, occurred in Rome. Ever since, Christians have been celebrating Christmas on December 25th, or January 6th, or January 7th, or even January 19th. Today we ask what your favorite Christmas tradition is, and we give you some suggestions to choose from. Black Friday sales, Christmas break from work and school, Christmas lights and trees, Christmas music, family get-togethers and dinners, gift exchanging, and mistletoe. As a question for my students and subscribers, please tell us what is your favorite Christmas tradition. Please let us know in the comments section below this video. Hello everyone. I am Dr. Czar of History and Headlines, and today I want to wish all of my family, friends, colleagues, students, and subscribers a Merry Christmas 2023. With the year nearing its end, I can reflect back upon many positive moments in 2023, from my wonderful time teaching my students to the awesome events experienced with my friends, and especially meeting my new puppy. I hope that all of you have also had an abundance of happiness this past year. As a question for my students and subscribers, what has been your favorite moment of 2023? Please let me know in the comments section for this video. On December 26, 2022, the British world, including Canada, celebrate Boxing Day, a holiday historically when well-off people would give gifts to their servants, lower working class and poor people. The day after Christmas is good for some other things too, especially resting after all the hubbub of Christmas Eve and Christmas. Here are some notable events related to December 26. In 1776, American forces led by George Washington after his famous crossing of the Delaware River won the Battle of Trenton. In 1898, Marie and Pierre Curie announced the isolation of radium. In 1919, Babe Ruth was sold by the Boston Red Sox to the New York Yankees, a good or a bad thing depending on geography. In 1963, Beatlemania began when the Beatles released a pair of monster hits in the U.S. On December 27, 1771, French engineer Henri Pitot died at the age of 76. Although you may not be familiar with him, his invention, the Pitot tube, has probably served you well in your life, as it is the primary instrument used for measuring the speed of aircraft and boats, as well as other liquids and gases. Today we take time to remember some of the famous folks that died on December 27th. 1834, Charles Lamb, English essayist and poet. 1836, Stephen Austin, known as the Father of Texas and the namesake of the state's capital. 1923, Gustav Eiffel, architect of the Eiffel Tower. 1974, Amy Vanderbilt, author and etiquette expert. 1981, Hoagy Carmichael, Tin Pan Alley musician and actor. 2007, Benazir Bhutto, Pakistani Prime Minister. On December 28, 1918, Countess Constance Markievicz was elected to the British Parliament, the first woman to achieve that feat. Incredibly, she was in jail for anti-conscription activity when elected. Constance Gore Booth was born in London to minor nobility, a baronet of partially Irish heritage and his lady, and was somewhat privileged in her youth. She later married Count Casimir Markiewicz, a Polish playwright. Constance was active in social causes such as women's suffrage and various Irish nationalist organizations. Not only was she elected to Parliament in a historic election, but she was also later elected Minister of Labour in the First Dáil, the Parliament of the Revolutionary Irish Republic. Constance died at the age of 59 in 1927 due to an infection caused by an appendix operation. On December 29, 1916, the Russian known as Rasputin, or the Mad Monk, was murdered by a group of Russian noblemen, finally dying the next day after surviving being poisoned with cyanide and shot 3 times, and ultimately having to be drowned. Today we look at some of history's toughest characters that were hard to kill. Blackbeard the Pirate. In 1718, the most notorious pirate of them all was finally killed in spectacular fashion, only after being shot 5 times and slashed by swords 20 times. Hugh Glass, a tough-as-nails mountain man and trapper of the American frontier, Glass survived a horrible mauling by a grizzly bear, was abandoned by his friends, and crawled 200 miles on his own to safety. Theodore Roosevelt, the hero of San Juan Hill, was shot in the chest during a campaign speech in 1912, but did not die and continued his speech for 90 minutes. On December 30th, 1977, serial murderer Ted Bundy escaped from jail in Colorado, only to continue his murderous ways. Incredibly, he had also escaped only 6 months previously. Today we ask, what was the most infamous Great Escape? Here are some to pick from. John Dillinger, bank robber, in 1934 escaped from jail, purportedly using a fake gun carved from a bar of soap. Henri Charrier, safecracker and murderer, in 1944 escaped from Devil's Island, writing about it in his book, Papillon. Pablo Escobar, drug lord, in 1992 escaped from a Colombian prison he designed for himself. The Texas 7, murderers and robbers. In 2000, 7 inmates escaped from a Texas prison and went on a robbing and killing rampage before being caught. As a question for my students and subscribers, which event from this past week in history would you most like to learn more about? Please let me know in the comments section below this video. If you like this video and would like to receive notification of new videos, please feel welcome to subscribe to History in Headlines and become one of our patrons. Your viewership is much appreciated. For image, music, and other credits and attributions for components of the individual videos in this compilation, please see the descriptions of their respective videos, which are linked to in this video's description.